Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert's Porch. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, NASCAR Cup Series, go bowling at the Glen. 220.86 miles, 90 laps, 3 stages, 20, 20, and 50. Remember, no stage breaks will get stage points, just like last week in Indy. Last week in Indy, 1 caution, 2 hours and 7-minute race. If you look at the last 5 Watkins Glen races, 217, 210, 214, 213, and 207. That is with stage breaks. So, and a stage break takes about 15 to 20 minutes each. We can literally have a sub 2 hour race here. To put that in thought process, you cannot drive across the state of Missouri in that time frame. If this race comes in right around 2 hours, so last week's race was 2:07. You could listen to that race twice, going from St. Louis to Kansas City. That is nuts. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, so we got those 3 stages: 20, 20, 50. Fuel 37 and 40 laps. Depends on caution laps. Depends on lots. So you're looking at a 2-stop strategy more than likely. The old school, you start at the end, you back it up. A lot of people don't need to run for stage points, so I can see them doing that. There are a few people that need stage points. Suarez, Bubba Wallace, Ty Gibbs, maybe. Other than that, nobody else is running for points. I mean, that's the thing about this. For those people that hate playoff racing, this race this week and next week at Daytona would mean jack crap if it wasn't for the playoffs. I'm serious, it would mean shit. Because Denny Hamlin is 60 points behind Martin Truex Jr. William Byron's 104 points behind that. This race, these 2 races would mean absolutely nothing. But we have playoffs. They mean so much when you're in. We saw Michael McDowell do that last week. We've seen that cut line change. It's going to be amazing here. So we've had Kyle Larson go back-to-back. Before that, we had Chase Elliott go back-to-back. 15 of the last 16 Watkins Glen races, no overtime. So a lot of people talk this week that late restart, we get overtime. 1 overtime in 16 races at Watkins Glen. I'm not planning on overtime. What if, and it's been the biggest thing on XM Channel 90 this week, what if Kyle Larson's leading and Chase passes him? 2013, Michael Waltrip Racing caused issues to get their cars into the playoffs. We all know what happened there. It was one of the biggest fights at the time ever in the NASCAR history. They lost a sponsor. They lost a driver. Basically, Michael Waltrip lost Michael Waltrip Racing because of it. I feel, and I said this on X earlier, and I will say it here, if Chase Elliott passes a teammate for the lead, we're going to have conspiracy theorists wanting to know if they roll over for him. If we have Chase Elliott pass a teammate for the lead, I want to see SMT data. Not saying they were going to do it on purpose, not saying whatever, but depends on how clean that pass is or not. You know people are going to want to see it. Right now, to me, NASCAR is in kind of a no-win situation with that. Now, caution flags. We don't have a lot of them here. In 2017, we had 3, 2 of them were stage breaks. In 2018, 4. 2019, 4. 2021, 4. 2 of them were stage breaks. Last year, we had 5. Again, 2 for stage breaks. We'll see. But last year, Chase Briscoe, Tyler Reddick, Daniel Suarez, Todd Gillen, and Ross Chastain, top 5 in Stage 1. Stage 2, Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, Michael McDowell, Chase Elliott, Ty Dillon. The top 10 in the race was Kyle Larson, AJ Allmendinger, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, Daniel Suarez, Michael McDowell, Tyler Reddick, Christopher Bell, Chris Buescher, Eric Jones. So I got 3 categories we're going to look at. We're going to look at road courses in 2023. Chase Elliott, average finish 3.3. Michael McDowell, 6.7 and a win. Chris Buescher, 8.2. Kyle Larson, 8.5. Kyle Busch, 8.2. William Byron 11.5, Ty Gibbs 12.0, Austin Cindric 13.0, Ross Chastain 13.2, Martin Truex Jr. 14.2 in a win, Alex Bowman 15, Tyler Reddick 16.5 in a win. The other one, Shane Van Gisbergen, average finish 5.0, a first and a 10th. Alright, if we look at the last 10 road course races, so the next gen era road course races, Chase Elliott 7.1 with no wins. Chris Buescher 8.2, Michael McDowell 9.2 with a win, Austin Cindric 10.8, Tyler Reddick 12.3 and 3 wins, Christopher Bell 13.6 and a win. He won at the Roval last year. Kevin Harvick 14.8, Ross Chastain 15.0 and a win. He won at COTA last year. Alex Bowman 15.1, Kyle Larson 15.2 and a win. This race 1 year ago. Remember, 1 year ago, turn 1, 9's on the outside, the 5's on the inside, the 5 ran him high. We know what the outcome was. Larson first, Chase Elliott fourth. What happens if we get a replay of that? Or will the situation be reversed? Martin Truex Jr. 16.4 in a win. Daniel Suarez 17.8 in a win. I threw this out on social this morning when I was listening to TMD when they were talking about that. Scenario for you folks. So, the 5 is on the outside, the 9 is on the inside. No, I had it flipped. So the 5 is on the inside, the 9 is on the outside, just like last year. The 5 spins the 9. Oops. The 9 retaliates and wipes out Larson and gets to spin it again. Could you imagine what the fan base would do if that happened? Wow. The last 6 races at Watkins Glen. Chase Elliott, 5.6 and 2 wins. Martin Truex Jr., 6.3 and a win. A.J. Allmendinger, 7.5. He has won here at Watkins Glen before. Christopher Bell, 7.5. Denny Hamlin, 7.6 and a win. Tyler Reddick, 8.5. Kyle Busch, 10.5. Daniel Suarez, 10.7. Eric Jones, 11.2. Kyle Larson, 11.3 and 2 wins. Alright. Points. Martin Truex Jr., 3 wins. Denny Hamlin, 2 wins. William Byron, 4 wins. Martin Truex leads Denny Hamlin by 60 points. So what that means is if he leaves Watkins Glen with a 59-point lead, or 60-point lead, he'll win the regular season title. What that does for him, that gives him 15 playoff points. Denny would get 10. That 5 playoff points could make a difference. So right now in third is William Byron with 4 wins. He lost 5 points because of the penalty earlier this year. He's 104 points out of the lead. He was docked 60 and lost 5 playoff points. So right now he would get 8 playoff points. He finishes third. Christopher Bell with the win. Kyle Larson with 2 wins. Currently 6th overall in points. Plus 145 to the cut line is Kevin Harvick. Now, here's the thing. Harvick plus 145. Brad Keselowski plus 143. Technically on points, they are both locked in. But we have 3 people in on points right now. So we have 13 different winners. So we got Truex, Hamlin, Byron, Bell, Larson, Ross Chastain with a win, Ryan Blaney, Chris Buescher with 2 wins, Kyle Larson with 3 wins, Tyler Reddick with a win, Joey Logano with a win, Michael McDowell, and Ricky Stenhouse. Kevin Harvick plus 145, Brad Keselowski plus 143, Bubba Wallace plus 28. Right now, that is your playoff. But we have 2 races left. If 2 people race their way in, if we have a new winner this week, that eliminates, but it puts Bubba out of the playoffs. If we have a new winner next week, that would put whoever's lower between Harvick and Keselowski out of the playoffs. So at this point, what we do know at least Harvick and or Brad Keselowski, one of those 2 will be in the playoffs. Other than besides the winners, we don't know. Daniel Suarez minus 28, Ty Gibbs minus 49, Chase Elliott and Alex Bowman each minus 80. 1 year ago, Bubba Wallace finished 35th. He had 2 points. Daniel Suarez finished 5th. He got 40 points. If that happens again, That means Daniel's in by 10 and Bubba's out by 10 unless we have a new winner. Ty Gibbs finished 26th last year. Chase Elliott finished 4th. 4th place didn't do anything for Chase Elliott. Elliott, Bowman, Allmendinger, Austin Cindric, Justin Haley, Eric Almirola, Ryan Preece, Corey LaJoie, Todd Gilliland, Eric Jones, Austin Dillon, Harrison Burton, Chase Briscoe, and Ty Dillon. The only way they make the playoffs is with a win. Now, like I said on Speedway tonight, I envy the people that have one driver. Your driver's in, you're happy. Your driver's out, you're see what happens. I have about 5 or 6 different drivers that I follow. I like William Byron. I like Chase Elliott. Chris Buescher's alright. I'm a Kyle Busch fan. Tyler Reddick, Bubba Wallace. I like the underdog story with Michael McDowell. I like the underdog story with Daniel Suarez, what he's gone through to kind of revise his career. I like Ty Gibbs. I like AJ Allmendinger. Half of them were out of the playoffs fighting each other. Like last week, I was happy for McDowell, but I'm like, oh my God, this puts Bubba Wallace on the bubble. Here's the thing. This fan base that calls in XM Channel 9 NASCAR Radio is on X and Facebook and all that good stuff. If Chase Elliott misses the playoffs and Bubba makes it, the conspiracy theorists will be out. You will not be able to find tinfoil in a 100-mile radius of in-track. If Chase Elliott passes a teammate to win this race this week, conspiracy theorists will be out. You're not going to find tinfoil within 200 miles of a racetrack. Either way, Bubba makes it, Chase doesn't, or whatever, people are going to say stuff, and that's going to bug the living bleep out of me. I don't care who you like, who you don't like. I don't care. Just don't put the person down. And don't call me names for giving stats on that person. Don't say, hey, he can't win. He's got 2 career wins. And then come back with, well, those don't count. Excuse me? Well, one's Randy Jordan. Randy Jordan wins count. Or call me names because I'm saying, yeah, no. Those are the people I have a problem with. Owner points. We don't normally talk about those, but it's a little different this year. So right now on the owner point side, the 19 is leading. The 11 is 35 points behind. Remember, Denny got that 25-point personal penalty, but the team didn't get it. So the 11 team could still win the owner, be number 1 for the owner. Then the 24, the 20, the 5, the 4. Now, in the owner points, the 4 is plus 117. The 6 is plus 115. Because the 9 is in on owner points, the 23 is out. So what that means is if the 4 and the 6 have problems, both these 2 races, they could legit fall out of the owner points and the driver still be in the playoffs. And then right now, 14th in owner points is the number 9, plus 51 to the cut line. Outside the playoffs from the owner points is the 23, 51 points out. Now, if Bubba were to win, he would knock out the 9. If the 9 wins, he stays in. Yeah, and then yeah. So right now, we would have, if the 16 currently in the top 16 were in the playoffs, Bubba Wallace is in the playoffs, but the 23 is not in the owner playoffs. The 9 is in the owner, but Chase isn't in the driver. Again, that could all change depending on who wins this week. As a Bubba Wallace fan, we need one of the 15 people in front of him to either repeat win or Brad or Kevin win. Anybody below Bubba wins, Daytona's not going to be fun. Fantasy Live, NASCAR Fantasy Live. I talked about when I play on there in TMD League. I got no starts left for Kyle Larson. I didn't budget that one very well. Should have saved him for here, but I didn't. Chase Elliott, AJ Allmendinger, Michael McDowell, Chris Buescher, Kyle Busch, Tyler Reddick in the garage. The 4 picks to win the Go Bowling at the Glen: Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, Daniel Suarez, Michael McDowell. I want to pick AJ so bad, but I didn't. I just don't know. I don't know. But Elliott, Larson, Suarez, and McDowell 4 picks. I'm on the fence, taking off one of those and putting AJ, but those are the 4 picks. With the Gold Bowling at the Glen. Thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports channel.